Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about the physiological role of auxin in plants. So, what are the physiological functions auxin is playing inside the plant? We are going to study. The first role is the cell elongation. So, auxin is very important for cell elongation or has important role in cell elongation. And what is cell elongation? When a cell is growing by its length, we call it as a cell elongation. And this is the reason why auxin is responsible in shoot elongation. It basically increases the flexibility in the cell wall and reduce the elasticity, and because of increase in this flexibility it will boost water and solute uptake, and that is how cell is getting elongated. Here what is happening, auxin is also enhancing or activating some of the enzymes which are responsible for the loosening of cell wall, for example, your cellulase and glucan synthetase. These two enzymes are very important in cell elongation or cell wall elongation. Okay, and if we see the historical background, then Masuda 1968 and Masuda along with Yamamoto in 1970, they revealed these kind of activity of auxin in cell elongation. Now another question is there, okay, how auxin is responsible for this cell elongation, and the theory behind this is this acid growth hypothesis. According to acid growth hypothesis, when a cell is placed in an acidic medium or surrounding of a cell, if it is acidic, then it will loosen the cell wall. So, what is happening? Auxin is creating such kind of acidic condition surrounding the cell wall. It is basically what it is doing. It is activating the protons or excreting the protons into the wall through the ATPase enzyme, and because of this proton accumulation, apoplastic region is being acidic, or the pH of apoplastic region is becoming acidic, and that is why cell is or cell wall is being loosened, and there is elasticity, there is reduced elasticity and high plasticity. Because of that, a cell is getting elongated. The second important role is cell division. So when cell division is happening, before that elongation is needed. If a cell is not getting elongated, then it cannot be divided. So cell elongation is happening, and then your cell division will happen. This will now become two cells. One mother cell will become two cell, omnicellular, acellular. This theory you must have heard before. So and this kind of cell division wala activity is mainly carried out by in the cambium region, and where cambium is existing, it is existing between the xylem and phloem. If you want to learn about the tissues in the plants, you can comment me. I can give one new video on this tissue. Now coming to the third important role, that is your apical dominance. Here there are two terms, one is apical, another is dominance. What it is indicating? So the apical part of a plant, this apex part is basically dominating its growth over the lateral bud. This kind of activity is called as apical dominance. So the influence of apical bud in suppressing the growth of lateral buds is called as apical dominance. What is happening basically? The There is the apical part is growing very fast, and lateral buds are not growing because of that. And the behind this fact, there is a reason which was discovered by Thiemann and Skug, and also simultaneously by Thiemann. According to them, auxin is synthesized in apical meristem, and if it is synthesizing in apical meristem, it is it is going downward, which is causing elongation of cell, and growth is in one direction. That is why there is apical dominance. So according to them, the auxin is synthesized in the apical meristem, from where it is translocated downward, causing inhibition growth of the lateral buds. And whenever it is going downward, there are some collaborative inhibitors are there, which are inhibiting the lateral bud growth. That is why the apical dominance is happening. Recent investigations support the view that auxin induce the formation of ethylene. This is very important. Auxin is enhancing the biosynthesis of ethylene, which act as inhibitor for lateral bud. Number 4, physiological role is the root growth and root initiation. So auxin is responsible for root growth and also root initiation. What is the difference? Root growth and root initiation. Root growth meaning here, when we are placing one callus in a tissue culture test tube, so auxin is responsible for root initiation or root formation here. And also in cuttings, when we are placing a cutting in the soil, there is root growth, and in root initiation, basically you can say, is happening where there is no root. And in normal plants also, when root is there, it is responsible for the growth of the root. So the impact of auxin concentration varies across the different plant parts. While a certain concentration can promote stem growth, it may inhibit root growth. Higher concentration consistently hinder root growth, but a lower concentration stimulate it. Interestingly, the concentration that inhibit root growth prompts the formation of adventitious root. Now, what is this adventitious root? Actually, adventitious roots are those which are forming in stem or in branch or leaf like region, and these adventitious roots are basically supporting the plant in enhancing the anchorage or enhancing the uptake of water and nutrient. So auxin accumulation in epidermal cells trigger the development of lateral and secondary roots. Adventitious roots are roots, I have explained here. Adventitious roots are roots that grow from unexpected areas such as your stems or leaves, rather than from the primary root system. They often form in response to stress, injury, and hormonal signals, helping the plants to establish stability and absorb nutrient. So this point is coming in stem cuttings. We used to use cuttings in flowers and fruits in horticultural crops. So here adventitious roots are coming because of auxin, which is helping the cutting to establish. Now coming to the fifth important role of auxin, that is the prevention of abscission. What is abscission now? Abscission is when a plant part is detaching from its mother plant. We call it as abscission. Such as in winter there is leaf fall, then after ripening flower is is dropping from its mother plant, and fruits are after ripening, it is these are dropping from the mother plant. Such kind of process is called as abscission. So auxin is preventing this kind of drops or abscission, and because this abscission is a process where the plant growth regulators such as ethylene and your abscisic acid is accumulated in the abscission zone, and those are responsible for the dropping of leaf, fruit, flower, etc. So natural auxin basically controlling the falling of fruits, flowers and leaves from the plant. The leaves and fruits fall from the mother plant only when the abscission layer is formed between the petiole or pedicel or fruit stalk and stem at the point of the attachment. This region is called as abscission zone. It has been shown that abscission zone does not occur when the concentration of auxin is high. It always occurs when the auxin gradient becomes less or neutral. It is also believed that the hormone ethylene promotes the abscission, and also the abscisic acid is also responsible due to auxin induced synthesis of ethylene. The prevention of flower and fruit drop is also happening because of auxin. We farmers used to apply different type of auxin to reduce the flower and fruit drop in plants like mango. In solanaceous crops also it is being used. The sixth important point is parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy is formation of seedless fruits without fertilization. This process is called as parthenocarpy. Although it is common in nature, but parthenocarpic fruits can be obtained treating the flowers with low concentration of auxin. In flowering stage only, you have to treat with the low concentration of auxin, which will cause the parthenocarpy and you will get the seedless fruit. The parthenocarpy has been induced successfully by synthetic auxins in fruits like orange, banana, apple, tomato, pineapple, cucumber. So now people used to be confused between parthenocarpy and parthenogenesis. So when a fruit is developing without fertilization from a flower, then we call it as a parthenocarpy. Parthenogenesis actually is a word. It is basically used in case of animals, and here the egg is completely uh, is forming the offspring. But in case of parthenocarpy, the ovary is being completely forming the embryo. So that's why both are different. Or fruit, this is forming the fruit and this is seedless fruit. Seventh is the respiration. Auxin basically stimulating the respiration. The rate of respiration is increasing because of auxin. In many plants, there is a close correlation between auxin induced growth and there is increased rate of respiration. It is believed that auxin increase the supply of ADP from ATP by utilizing latter in expanding energy. That means ATP is being used in cell expansion or cell elongation, and ADP is being produced by breaking this ATP. The increase in availability of ADP increases the rate of ATP formation and thus stimulates respiration. Eighth is the flower initiation. In some plants, auxin is responsible for flower initiation, and also auxin is, as I have told before, auxin is responsible for reducing flower drop. So auxin normally inhibit the flowering, but in some case, however, in lychee and pineapple, these two plants are important. Auxin like 2,4-D and NAA have been found to promote flowering. When auxin is diluted in diluted concentrations are sprayed on pineapple plants, uniform flowering occurs. So farmers used to prefer uniform flowering for quality purpose. So they used to use NAA for uniform flowering. Low concentration of auxin as NAA or IAA are also effective in inducing flowering in case of millets such as barley. The ninth important role is the plant growth movement. So in the discovery of auxin also we have read that it has important role in phototropism and also in geotropism. So when a seed is there, the shoot part will obviously grow towards light and root part will grow towards gravity. So this type of growth of root is called as positive geotropism, and this is the growth of shoot is called as positive phototropism. And positive phototropism is basically negative geotropism, and positive geotropism is basically negative phototropism, just the opposite. So auxin is responsible both for phototropism and also for geotropism, because auxin is responsible for movement of plant towards light as apical part is synthesizing auxin, and auxin is flowing unidirectionally towards the base region, and root is also is grown by the auxin, or the initiation of root is also happening by auxin. So that is why auxin is responsible both for geotropism and also for phototropism. The last but most important role of auxin is herbicide. It has herbicidal property, and basically 2,4-D and 2,4,5-T. 2,4-D meaning 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid and 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxyacetic acid. These have important role in herbicidal effect, and these are basically responsible for killing the broadleaf weed or dicot weed, you can say dicot weeds. The success of 2,4-D spurred the development of other synthetic auxin-based herbicides such as MCPA and dicamba. So you should not be confused, as these are also auxin-related herbicide. This is MCPA and dicamba, which found application in various weed control program. So historically, if we say see this, in Vietnam War, US military engaged this aggressive chemicals or this dangerous chemical in Operation Ranch Hand to destroy the vegetation in Vietnam. And this it was called as Agent Orange. Agent Orange is responsible for severe leaf shedding, but apart from this, it was having a dangerous chemical, that is dioxin, or you can say 2,3,7,8 tetrachloro dibenzodioxin, or we used to call it as TCDD, or simply we can call it as dioxins. In somewhere in some places the dioxin name is there, and this is the most hazardous chemical, and the effect is very dangerous, and lots of cancer cases are till now in Vietnam because of this hazardous chemical. So it was all about the role of auxin, physiological role of auxin. If you find it informative, then like this video, share and subscribe among your friends and batchmates. For more information, you can comment, and also if you need some more information related to auxin and other physiological processes, you can comment. I will try to make informative videos. Thank you.